Hey guys, welcome to Realistic Crypto. In this video, I'm going to bring to you a new crypto trading bot platform that personally I'm quite excited about. So, I think first of all, I became aware of this platform when the team reached out to me and made me aware of it. Now, full disclaimer, this is not sponsored content. I'm not being paid to make this content. However, um, when the team reached out and I took a look at the platform, my my initial feeling is that this platform really aligns um, with the content that we make on the channel and the Medium articles that we write to. Um, and I spent a little bit of time looking at the platform. I moved my long bots onto the platform, and I genuinely think that this could be market leading in the future. So let's just quickly have a bit of a summary around who I think that this platform is really aimed towards and the benefits and the value that that will drive. So first of all, I think there's two groups that will really make substantial use and get some real benefit out of this platform. I think first of all, you've got the group of people that are interested in crypto trading bots but don't want to pay significant amounts of money up front for a subscription. Now, if we just take that a little bit further, if you look at a 3Commas, then that is a subscription fee model. They charge you per month or per year to use the platform, and that can get expensive quite quickly. So if you look at the pro plan on 3Commas, you're talking $99 a month or around $600 per year to use the platform. Now, that is a substantial amount of money to commit right up front if you don't know whether this is for you or not. So that's one group of people that I think will really benefit. I think the second group of people that will really benefit from this are the group of people that already have strategies that make good profit every single month. And the reason for that is that there is a copy trade function, there is copy trading functionality within Mizar, where you can get paid a performance fee for publishing your strategy within the marketplace and allowing other people to invest in that strategy. Now, it doesn't share your underlying strategy details, but it does mean that people can use those strategies to potentially profit themselves. Now, what's in it for those people is a performance fee of everything that of the profit that is made by the people that subscribe to those strategies. Now, another disclaimer just right here. I am not a fan of copy trading. It is not something that I advise people to do. And the real reason for that is that to really learn and understand what you're doing and how it works and what the strategy is doing and whether you can be confident that it's going to work and work long term, that takes time, it takes effort, and it takes education, and you need to put the time and effort in. However, some people are more than happy using the copy trading functionality, so it is a benefit of the platform if that is what you want to do, but that is not something that is for me. So we'll cover it anyway. We'll cover it on the in the video because I do think that people are interested in that as a way forward, and I think the best strategy for the last month has also just been published recently, and there was a substantial percentage of profit in the strategy that's already published in the marketplace. So we'll take a little bit of a look at that throughout the video as well. But I guess before we get into the platform and how it works and what some of the numbers can look like, I think first of all it's pretty important to understand the platform, the investors behind the platform, and why I think it has potential. So, I guess first of all, Mizar completed seed funding in March 2022, and they raised $3 million of funding, of investment for the platform. Now, if we take a quick look at that, at the investors that invested within Mizar, we have some pretty big names in the crypto space. So Nexo is a lead investor, but there's also Mexi Global, KuCoin, and a bunch of others. So what that tells me is that these companies have confidence and really believe in the vision and where the platform is headed. Now, that doesn't mean to say that it's going to be successful, right? I think that let's just make that clear. But I think based on what functionality is already in the platform, the roadmap that they've got, what they're planning to deliver, I think they've got a pretty good shot. So let's just jump back to the platform itself, and let's just talk very quickly about the Mizar business model and how Mizar make money from user accounts. So as I mentioned earlier, they don't have a subscription fee up front. You don't need to pay $99 a month or $600 per year to use the platform and use the functionality. The way that Mizar make money from the platform is that they charge you a transaction fee for the volume that you use on the platform. And we'll look at that fee structure in a minute. But there's a couple of other ways that they also make money from the platform. So they also make fees back from the exchanges, so commission back from the exchanges for trading the volume with them. So as an example, if you think about the way that your referrals work, if I refer you to Binance, I get some commission on the fees that Binance charge you to trade on that platform as a introduction fee to the platform. Now, these are usually not reliant on you signing up with their referral fee, but this is usually an agreement that's in place between Mizar, the trading platform, and the exchange themselves. Now, the other part of this from a business model and a revenue perspective for Mizar is they also take a cut of that performance fee if you are publishing a strategy that other people are investing in. So there's three ways really that Mizar are making money for this platform to reinvest and build this platform out. Right, so now let's go and take a quick look over the pricing. Now, as I mentioned before, Mizar operates a no subscription fee pricing model. And we'll get into a couple of examples in a minute. But Mizar charge users of the platform by the amount of volume that they trade through the platform. Mizar is non-custodial. It doesn't hold your assets, and you don't store your crypto in Mizar. It's a similar model to 3Commas, where you connect Mizar to your exchange accounts, whether that be Binance or KuCoin, etc. And there's a bit of a review of which exchanges are available later in the video. But you connect Mizar to your exchange, and just like 3Commas, you can create bots and trade on the exchange, but with the difference that you get billed based on the volume that you trade on the platform. So if we just scroll down and take a quick look at the tiers. So the first thing to mention here is that the first $10,000 of traded volume is free, and that's the same every month. And you also get 5 BUSD as a sign-up bonus towards the fees and performance fees of anything that you invest in. Now, I have left a link to Mizar in the description below. So if you're interested in taking a look at the platform during or after this video, there's a link down there in the description. But as I say, the first $10,000 every month of traded volume is free. You don't get billed for that. Now, as soon as you get over that 10,000, this is where you start to get billed based on your volume. So between $0 and $50,000, you will get billed a volume fee of 0.075%. Now, to put that into perspective, if you trade $20,000 in total for the month, so 10,000 free, you use 10,000 on the Nebula star level, that would cost you $7.50 per month to trade. Now, if we were to take that Nebula level and say you were to trade 59,000, so 10,000 free and 49,000 on top, which takes you just below Proto Star level, you'd still be billed at the 0.075%. Now that would cost you $36.75 per month. Still significantly cheaper than the competitors. Now, as you move up the star levels, what you can also see is that the volume increases, but also there's an OR condition. So if you get these fees if you have 30 days traded volume above 0 but below 50,000, or if you hold 0 MZR, and we'll call that Mizar from now on. However, all of these conditions are OR conditions. So if you had held 100,000 Mizar, you would get a standard fee of 0.023%. And that wouldn't matter in terms of volume traded. If you held the Mizar, then you would get this volume fee across any of these volume traded amounts. So to put that into perspective, take that same 49,000 or 59,000, 10,000's free, but it takes you just below this level. That would have billed you $36.75 per month. Holding the Mizar, rather than getting billed 0.075%, you'll get billed 0.023%, and that would cost $11.27. So if you held the Mizar, you would be billed $11.27 for the same $49,000 above the 10,000 free in volume per month. Now that is substantially cheaper than most, if not all, of the alternatives that I'm aware of out there in the market. But then if we ramp that up a little bit as well, take $250,000 of traded volume by holding 100,000 Mizar. The cost of that would be $57.50 per month. Again, substantially lower than other platforms out there. And you don't get restricted on the functionality that you can use in the system based on these tier levels. It is purely driven by traded volume. With that said, what we are going to do is we are just going to head over and check out the Mizar tokenomics. If we just take a quick look at the token metrics, so this is an article by Mizar from April 15th this year. If we scroll down, we can see that here's what the price of the token was during the seed sale, the private sale, and the public sale. Now, if we were to just make a quick calculation of 100,001 Mizar to get that fee. Sorry, to get that volume fee, we've been looking at $150. Now, there's nothing to say how much this token will be when it's officially released and where you can purchase it, etc. So there's much more that we need to figure out on that front. But the point that I'm getting to is, if you put some money in up front, then not only could the token appreciate in value as the platform grows, but equally you can use that to drive down the the volume fees that you're getting to trade on the platform. So I think really what we've got is, if we play it right, this platform to use and to operate on can be extremely inexpensive and even potentially provide longer term benefits with investing in the Mizar token. So with that said, quick recap of what we've covered. So we've covered Mizar and what the platform is, who can really get some benefit out of that platform and value out of that platform. We've covered their subscription model and their cost model. We've also looked at the Mizar token. One of the things that I do want to highlight is that this platform may not be for people that are high volume, low take profit traders. So as an example, if you're constantly opening, $10,000 trades and taking 0.1% profit, right? You're going to have a very, very high 30-day traded volume and a very, very low profit margin from that, which means that you will be getting charged significant volume fees. Just bear in mind that this model might not work for everybody, but I do feel like this will work for the majority of people. So with that said, let's jump in and take a quick look at the platform itself. So I'm already signed in. As you can see, my star level is Nebula right now. I'm not holding any Mizar, and so far my 30-day volume is $1,429. This is what the interface looks like. If we look across, we've got our exchanges, we've got the marketplace, DCA-Bots, API-Bots, and Smart Trade. We'll go through each of these. Headings in a minute. But this is the dashboard. Exactly what you'd expect from a dashboard. Profit and loss for the days, weeks. I've had 2 successful weeks with the long bots that I have running. Again, it's been a relatively quiet couple of weeks, so please don't judge the profit. But right now, I moved a couple of those long bots onto this platform. I've connected Binance to Mizar, and we're running 2 bots. Now, this, if we scroll back up, we look at exchanges, you can just see this is where Binance is already connected. But if you wanted to connect one of your exchanges, you can go in there, click the add exchange button and choose whichever exchange works for you. Now, if you remember back to when we talked about who invested in the platform, we had Woo, we had XC, we had KuCoin, right? Each of those investors are also exchanges that you can connect to right now with Mizar. And it's as simple as choosing the exchange, clicking on next, and entering your API keys. Now, clearly that's not my my API key, but I can go to KuCoin, generate my API keys. There's some articles here that can talk you through that if you don't know how to do that already. And once you've input the details that you get, hit the next button and you will be connected to your exchange. And just like me, you will be able to see what you have um, in that exchange and some of the holdings that you have in there as well. Now, I would suggest for anybody that's using any trading platform where you need to provide API keys to use sub accounts. I'm not going to get into that in this video, but there's functionality within KuCoin to do it. It's absolutely free, and you don't need to be on a VIP 1 tier on Binance International to make use of that. You do need to fill in the survey, fill in a form on Binance's website. I'll leave a link to that in the description below because I do think that it's really useful. They don't advertise that people can use that, but you can submit that to them. They can enable that functionality for you, and then you can effectively segregate your funds within Binance so that you are only exposing the funds that you want to trade with to the platforms, right? Now, I'm not saying that it's because I'm worried about Mizar, but I do this for every single trading platform that I use. And I do this because segregating my funds means that if, for whatever reason, my keys get leaked, then I'm not losing everything. So I'll leave a link for Binance to how you do that in Binance in the description below. And if it's something that you want to come and talk about in more detail, I'll also leave a link to the Realistic Crypto Discord group below as well. Please feel free to jump in there and come and talk about any of the topics that we've covered in this video. But now back to the platform. So we've taken a quick look at exchanges. Now, if we jump into Marketplace, this is where you, as a investor, can go and invest in a strategy. Now, let me show you how easy this is. So, in the last 30 days, this strategy has made 69%. I can come in, I can click the invest button, and I can choose which exchange I want to invest with. I can choose how much I want to invest in there, and then I can hit next and hit invest. And as a result of that, I get to see that I've got 5 BUSD in my wallet, and we'll look at that in a minute of how the fees are billed to you. But I've got 5 BUSD in my wallet currently available. There's a performance fee of 15%, so 15% of everything that this strategy makes goes back to the strategy creator, and I also pay the volume fee of 0.075% because that's the current tier that my account is on. Tick the little tick box, hit the invest button, and we are done. You can just leave it, and the bot will open and close trades based on the strategy there. Now, what I did just mention there is the 5 BUSD that I had available. If I go up here and click up here, you can see in here I've got a wallet, and in this wallet I have 5 BUSD. Now, that is a welcome bonus. Everybody gets 5 BUSD. You can try out the platform with that money. But effectively what you have is you have a Binance Smart Chain wallet attached to your account in Mizar. Now you need to deposit BUSD into that wallet address by going up here, hitting the deposit button, copying out the wallet address and sending BUSD to that wallet to cover the fees that you get charged. So performance fees for the marketplace strategies that you invest in will be taken from this wallet every day, and also your volume fees will be taken from this wallet too. So you do need to make sure that you keep on top of this. Now, I have seen that currently there's only BUS, you can only deposit in BUSD. However, I have seen recently a survey that's gone out in the Mizar Discord group and by email to people that signed up to the platform to uh, to ask how they would prefer to be able to onboard funds for this. Um, so there's potentially other ways of funding this wallet moving forward other than needing to deposit in BUSD. So that covers the wallet piece. We've covered the exchanges, we've covered marketplace. So now let's take a quick look at bots. So right now I have two bots set up. I've created a one USDT long bot and a Luna USDT long bot. To create them is very, very simple. You go up here, click create bot, give it a name, give it a description, side, either long or short, base order size, safety order size, and start order type. Now, here is where you can go in and choose what the deal start conditions are. And if we go down into trading view indicators, this is where we can choose a whole host of conditions from the RSI, stochastic RSI, Keltner channels, Ichimoku cloud, etc. So there's preset functionality already in here, and some of this is mirrored with what's available in other platforms. So as an example, I'm going to say I want the RSI on the 1 hour to be below 30, and I want the RSI 14 on the 1 hour to be below 32. And when both of those conditions are met, a trade will get opened. Now, I can also choose what market I want to run this strategy on, spot or futures. I can also choose which exchange this strategy applies to. Now, if I want to build a strategy to publish on the marketplace, I do this here too. And right now, the functionality doesn't exist in the platform to push the bot to the marketplace. That is coming. However, in the meantime, if you join the Mizar Discord group or contact them on their Telegram group, they can look at pushing that into the marketplace for you, so that other people can subscribe to it. So choose the exchange. Now, at the minute, the only quote asset pair that can be traded on Mizar is USDT. You cannot choose specifically to use BUSD. You cannot choose to use BTC or ETH as the quote pair. It has to be in USDT, which is a little bit of a challenge for me as it stands right now, in terms of being able to move all of my bots across onto the platform. But who knows, in the future, we might see a different story. And then if you scroll down, take profit, all very standard stuff, stop losses, and then here's where the majority of the order settings are set. So, safety order price deviations, the volume scale, and the step order scale. If you're already familiar with 3Commas and those types of platforms, these order settings will make sense. If you're not, I do have some videos around how you can backtest some of these settings. So, I'll leave a link to those in the description below. You can go take a look at those as well. And then there's also some special settings here. So you can also choose a position timeout. So this will close the deal after X amount of hours, or this will pause. This will stop the bot from opening deals between a certain time period. So if you've closed a deal 5 minutes ago and you don't want another one to open for another 10 minutes, then if you set 15 minutes in here in seconds, then it won't open for another 15 minutes. So All relatively standard functionality. Now, once you've created the bot, I'm just going to go back a minute. I'm not. Just going to go back a minute up here. Once you've created that bot, what you need to do is you need to go in and assign a subscription to it for it to start placing and making and taking deals. So if you go in here, I've already got a subscription assigned, which you can see here. But if I click on these three dots, I've got an option to add a new subscription. And if I click on that, I can choose which exchange to use. Now, obviously, I cannot select this right now because I'm already using it, and I can choose my base order size. That will then automatically work out what will be used in the safety orders and your max number of positions that you want to open in that strategy. Once you've done that, you've got an option to reinvest your profits. So I think that's a very, very useful piece of functionality that doesn't exist right now in some of those other platforms without having to select percentage amounts, etc. So it's pretty good that you can do that in the platform. Hit next, and once you've done that, you'll be asked to confirm that, just like we did when we looked at the at adding an investment to one of the marketplace strategies. It looks exactly the same, and then you hit the button and it's done. So then what you're left with is you can come in here and look at the positions that you have open. So right now I have positions open both in Luna and in One. And you can see how many safety orders have been used, the results so far, the current price of the asset, P&L, and how long we've been in the deals. We can also come in here and edit those settings. So if we did want to edit the take profit price, we could do that in here. Add additional safety orders, we could do that in here. If we wanted to just add funds, cancel the position or close the position, we could do all of that from within this settings button, just right here. We can also look at the history of the positions and the history of the subscriptions that we've subscribed to. And looking down the list, we can see all of the positions that we've taken, as you'd expect. Now, there's also the element, the option to create API bots. Now, API bots are more focused on using another platform to drive bot creation. It's not something I use, and it's not functionality that I will probably use in the future. All of the functionality that I use within the platform. Smart Trade. So Smart Trade is currently not available. However, it is coming soon, and there is a roadmap which I will link to in the description below in this video as well. And it covers what the plans are over the next few phases. So the functionality that's coming is smart trading, as we're looking at right now. The Mizar Token launch and integration, so that's next on the roadmap. Mizar social trading, so as I mentioned earlier, opening the marketplace that everybody can publish their strategies, improving the metrics around that, adding ratings and reviews, and creating competitions and leaderboards. That's coming soon, and then that's going to be followed by grid bots. So as you can see right now, there's not the grid bot functionality in there, but that will be coming. Soon. And then they're also looking at analytics and how they can provide more sophisticated trading data, along with some artificial intelligence models and some decentralized exchange trading as well, which I think if you look at some of those other platforms that already exist, that functionality isn't there. So this will be definitely unique to Mizar. So that is the platform. I think that covers everything that we wanted to cover off in this video. So if you want to sign up for the platform, I've left a link in the description of this video below. Hopefully you found this really useful, and hopefully this is something that you will get value out of and will drive some benefit, especially if you want to be dipping your toes into this kind of world. So the only last thing to really add is, if you want to talk about some of this stuff in more detail, or if you want to talk about the platform in more detail, by all means come and join the Realistic Crypto Discord. I'll also leave the Discord link to the Mizar Discord in the description below as well. The team are in there, they're answering questions. I'm in there too. So, if there are any questions or anything that you want to follow up on, please just feel free to reach out. But as I say, that's it for this video. So thank you very much, everybody, and goodbye.